Hello everyone, Matt Burns here, and of course with me, as always, is my co-host, James
As
Irvine.
always, it's been a while.
As
We
always with me.
haven't done an episode for fucking weeks.
I just said, as always with me.
I'm not always with you. You can't do that to me. Anyway, I'm James Irvine, if you didn't know already.
Of course, and this is, of course, The Burning Truth. And yes, we know we've been away for quite some time, and yes, there has, while we've been on our short hiatus and getting some technology, issues out of our systems.
Oh yeah, well, last time, obviously, you couldn't hear my voice.
Which for some unknown reason, we have no idea why that happened.
Yeah, well, what can I say? It's just shit happens, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, live version was okay, but then all of a sudden it reverted over to the non-live, and it sounded like I was going mad.
No, you're going mad beforehand anyway.
Yeah, but it just doesn't help me case, does it?
No, it really doesn't. Not your mental.
But anyway, as always, this is The Burning Truth. But at the same time, we've also, while we have been away, we have been reevaluating.
Yeah, we have. We've been obviously spending a bit of time for ourselves as well because of issues.
Yeah. Replanning, rescheduling. As we always say, if we ever have any time away, we always try to come back bigger, badder, better, stronger.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I feel like we've got a good case for that. But anyway, before we get there, would you kindly please?
Yes, the following broadcast may contain language, opinions, and topics that may not be suitable for those that are very sensitive and a bunch of pussies. However, I do believe that the Simpson movie is much easier on the eyes and ears.
That it is, and of course, if you're also somebody who's just seeing certain tweets on Twitter and just instantly thinking, "Can I bite?" Get a life.
Wow, it's funny you say that because, when you put a tweet out and then somebody purposely unblocks you just to respond and then block you again, it just goes to show the heinous and cowardness of that individual.
Oh no, it just means that they've got no spine whatsoever, and the fact that what they're not realising is, they might be actually giving you more power than what they realise by trying to silence you. It's like, why are they trying to silence you? What the fuck are they hiding?
Well, yes, exactly. And they'll keep saying, "Oh, I'm not hiding anything." I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I have proof. I have evidence. And the fact that you are trying to hide behind your students is quite hilarious, if I'm being honest.
Desperation.
Well, yeah, of course it's desperation.
But we digress. We're not here for that, though. As much as we could just turn this into an unfiltered episode and pretty much go on a bit of a massive rant where we literally tell certain individuals go fuck themselves.
Well, I'm not being funny, but I'm literally...
Oh, and groups, of course.
I'm on the cusp of revealing all anyway, so I don't care. To said individual, if you are listening, go fuck yourself. And if anything, as soon as I have fucking outed you, you prick, soon as I've outed you, you're going fucking down the toilet, mate. You don't deserve in the British wrestling scene. You don't deserve to be in the British wrestling scene. And you don't deserve to be training students. The fact that you've actually poisoned their ears against me is absolutely pathetic. And the fact that you clearly keep stating that you are a safe trainer, you are not. You are fucking awful.
Well, actually...
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to fucking... Do a tag match. No training, no nothing. Only a warm-up and a tag match.
Well, actually, if you think about it, technically, in a way, I think what they're hoping to rely on is that that the way it works is his percentage stays up as long as he isn't there.
Yeah, I was just about to say, because we all like to be in the Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, in a completely different town, but
Well,
we won't go there. But then again, the Hard Rock Cafe is really nice. Even I know what it's like because I did it in Spain. I went to a Hard Rock Cafe in Spain, but I didn't have any events on in the UK.
Yeah. Well, let me just allow you to, it hasn't fallen on deaf ears at all. Just the fact that it's fallen on deaf ears with the people that you surround yourself with, the bunch of snakes that you actually train. I'm not being funny, but
well, it might not
there's a big wider variety of an audience out there that will actually listen to me, because the fact that people have been outed for less, it just goes to show, doesn't it? Anyway, we digress. Let's get on with the regular scheduled broadcasting.
Back to regular scheduled programming, because we are always in full support of Black Lives Matter.
Thank you very much. And we are also in full support of the hashtag Speaking Out movement.
Especially. And of course, we are always going to be in full support of and always friends with the LGBTQ plus community.
Yes, with the many letters that are added onto the end.
Yes. We are, and genuinely, if you do actually have a voice and opinion on any of them subjects or anything, or want to get a voice out, we always have an available mic available for you where we can discuss it even on the Burning Truth, as long as it is not bullshittery, libus, or slander. But then again, libus is written, so that doesn't count. So. What?
Well, yeah.
As long as it's not bullshit and, as long as it's factual, truthful, and backed up with evidence, or whatever, and as such, we have the time, we have the technology. Let your voice be heard.
Well, I was just about to say, we definitely have the technology.
Of course. But
we love a good techno banter.
Yes, we do. But anyway, let's get to the reason why we're all here, which is, of course, wrestling. Now, originally in the past, we keep saying that we're going to change the format and somehow keep reverting back into, we're turning it back into the regular weekly, where we just talk about what's happening in the week for wrestling.
Well, we're trying to switch it up a little bit.
We are going to be trying to switch it up a little bit, so you might see a few changes here, there, and everywhere. Agreed?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, I was the one that fucking suggested it.
Yeah, you were.
Let's have a bit of a laugh, a little bit of tickle, Yeah,
why not? But, is there any topics you'd like to cover this, anything you want to cover for this week?
Well, let's let the cat out of the bag. The whole AEW CM Punk situation.
Oh, boy.
Oh, dear.
Right, I'm just going to say this. A lot of people were suspended. We know that. We know that there was a fight broke out. We know that someone threw the first punch. We know that certain individuals shouldn't be breaking into locker rooms or anything. We do have opinions, but at the same time, a lot of people are sort of throwing certain words and certain individuals sitting there saying, "Oh, they're in the wrong because I think that they're not a very nice person." Nothing personal, but you can throw that. You can say all that, but the only problem is, one, were you there? No, you're working in another company, and two, you're just voicing your opinion now.
Yeah. Why only now? It just, it just doesn't make sense, does it really?
Kick a person, kick people when they're down. Anything you want to add on to that?
Well, was it a work? Was it a shoot? Obviously, we will never know because we are not part of the locker room.
No. And that's one of the things that I will state. We weren't exactly there. So we can't exactly sit there and state, oh, we know what happened.
Yeah, please enlighten us then.
Exactly. The problem is, this needs to be handled by AEW directly themselves, which they are. They are addressing the situation. We actually have injuries. Some of the people who were involved have got injuries, and that was prior to the brawl, by the way.
The brawl for all.
When I believe that Omega had something bitten out of his leg, and no, we're not on about CM Punk's dog either that bit him.
Yeah. We all know about people with dogs that like to do things.
Yep. Just, if there's any mention of peanut butter, I think the police need to know about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, point being is, as much as we could sit there and speculate on who did what and who did this and that, we have our own opinions. Now, we know that a lot of people are sitting there saying, half the locker room are against CM Punk and the other half haven't. Now, what I find even more funny is that Colt Cabana has actually replied to some of the comments that happened on the social media scrum.
Yeah.
Would you like? Was it with malice?
I doubt it was.
No, it wasn't. If anything, it seemed like Colt Cabana was made light of it. It's just there saying he's got a famous brother who's a top world renowned director who shares his bank account with his mum.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, he's probably not rinsing money off other people to, no, I don't know, man. How do you explain it?
Exactly. Now, for us, we can voice our opinions. We don't know exactly what's going on. We only know what's been told. But the problem is, we don't know if what's been told is the truth. So, understand that our opinions may change over time, depending on what actual facts come out.
Yeah, exactly.
Because as it stands, yes, supposedly CM Punk cut a scathing promo, in the the media scrum after All Out. But the speculation of whether that might have been planned. If it is planned, then okay. Then I think someone should have made everyone aware of it. If it wasn't planned, okay, that's not amazing. But at the same time, we can go back a little bit further if necessary, because bear in mind that someone sort of went off the cuff on CM Punk on AEW, but he kept his professional.
Exactly.
He kept his professional attitude towards it, which I feel as though that's where this all begins. When a certain individual, who is, I believe, the lowest, lowest drawing AEW World Champion.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure with me saying that, you already know who I'm on about.
Yes, we do. We do, because I've actually gone out of my way to point out the fact that he is the lowest drawing world champion in AEW history.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not a long history, but we need to allude to the fact that it was a poor run, and the fact it's okay being indie. Me personally, I'm not a fan of being indie, but it's okay being indie, but just don't think you can be one of the world champions of a major company by being indie. It doesn't work.
Not all the time.
It's like I see like all the young kids coming through the ranks and stuff like that. People who have actually trained with as well, and they're absolutely shocking. Mm-hmm. They're absolutely shocking because they're bloody lethal. They are absolutely lethal. You only have to look at what happened to my face.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I just they shouldn't be just relying completely on indie. Stick to what's good. Keep it
simple. Stick to what works. Less is more.
Less is more. Don't get damaging your body or other people's bodies.
What was it that quote that you keep borrowing from a certain Daddy? Say to me, Daddy.
Say to me, Daddy. Well, it's obviously you've got Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn has said, "Do you want to be doing this for the same amount of time as me, or do you want to be just wrestling up until you're about 40? Because
you might hit the spotlights and everything, but your body's breaking down at 40.
Yeah, exactly. You might reach them heights, but what's the point? It's like you said, you've got guys that are going out on Dynamite, on Rampage, on Elevation, Dark, and they're all damaging their bodies. And you only got to look at Darby Allin. Do you reckon he's going to be able to do that in the next 10?
I don't soon have to let you finish that line. No.
Well, there you go then. It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Would you rather be doing it just up until your mid to late 30s when your body's going to be absolutely knackered and broken, or would you rather be like Billy Gunn, have a long, illustrious career? And
I'll be honest with you, Darby Allin is somebody who I am surprised I haven't seen already crippled, because I remember seeing him on a indie match where I believe it was Fatal 4-Way, runs at one guy, gets back body dropped over the ropes, legs hit railing, back of head and neck hit the floor.
Exactly.
Which was part of the railing, which was metal, and you hear the sudden thud. And it was like not even 10 seconds into the match, he's got a concussion.
Exactly, and you've got to look at people like Bryan Danielson, who nearly lost their careers because of due to concussion. How many times they were concussed? But now he relies on what he knows he should have done in the first place.
Concussions are a serious matter. Injuries are a serious matter. So, as we say, we don't want you to be doing too much.
Yeah, stop doing stupid shit.
Yeah, slow the fuck down. Anyway, point being is, we'll get back onto topic, is the fact that it can go back since then. Now, because of since then, Punk did what he did. Now, Punk could have been handled for his words that he did there and then, because it was right next to Tony Khan. Nothing was said. So if there was something serious about it, Tony Khan should have stepped in and handled it. Or he could have handled it straight after the scrum as well.
Yeah.
But nope, some EVPs decided to voice their opinion by supposedly breaking into Punk's locker room.
Yeah, barging into Punk's locker room.
Now, think about that.
Getting in his face, and it's like, yeah, every action, causes a reaction.
Yeah.
Simple. You scratch your leg, it's relief. That's the outcome of the scratching your leg. So Punk had to scratch an itch. Whether it was a work or not is yet to be seen, because the heavyweight title's been relinquished. The trios title had to be relinquished. I think the punishment for both parties has suited the crime. Do I think that they should be fired because of it? No, I don't. No, I don't. If anything, it's something that should be sorted in-house. There used to be spats like that all the time in the Attitude Era, all the time. And it was sorted by demotion,
if I'm not mistaken,
knocked down the ranks and building yourself up again.
Didn't they actually have an internal system for it?
Yeah. You've got the leader of the locker room, as in The Undertaker.
Yeah.
You know, you had, or what did he call it? Wrestler's Court.
That was it, yeah. You knew exactly where I was going with this as well.
Yeah, Wrestler's Court. I mean, as stupid as it sounds.
It might sound stupid, but still.
It was a thing.
It works. Works. Now, the EVPs breaking into somebody else's locker room, is that your locker room? No. Why are you in his space? Yes, you might be an EVP, but you don't have the right to sit there and break into somebody's locker room.
No.
That to me says you just escalated that situation. Yeah. Yes, okay, Punk threw out the first fist, but when someone's breaking into your locker room and getting into your face, you might, how would you react?
Yeah, exactly. And it'd be a stupid move for AEW to remove any of the stars from the roster. I have noticed that all of a sudden they've been taken off all the posts and the intros to Dynamite and stuff like that.
Which is understandable, seeing as they're currently suspended.
Yeah, which is understandable. You got MJF. We still don't know what the situation with him was.
Yep.
Did Rose rattle out the pram? We don't know.
No. I think with the whole MJF situation, I think he's actually trying to help investigate it genuinely. From what's being speculated. Now, the thing is, what came to light in regards to it wasn't just the fact of you got Punk, Ace Steel, Kenny Omega, Matt and Nick Jackson being suspended. You've got is it Nakazawa who was with Omega from time to time?
Mm-hmm.
You've also got, I'm just trying to remember the names who comes out with the spray.
Christopher Daniels.
No, with the spray bottle. With the
with the spray bottle. Oh yeah, Brandon Cutler. We've also got Christopher Daniels, as you've just said. I believe there's also even one of the guys who is one of the locker room talent at the back. I believe it was is it Pat Buck? I think it is. Oh, you mean Punk's friend?
No. Not his friend. One of the actual the guys. One of the agents actually.
Oh, I don't know about him.
One of the agents who used to be part of WWE as well was also, yep, Pat Buck. I was right, Pat Buck. Because it was Ace Steel who was the trainer. Now, as you can see, there was that's a lot.
Yeah, it did a lot.
Instantly being, straight away. It's like, where the hell do we go with that?
It's a question that needs raising.
They've all been sort of suspended, we've got to wait a little bit longer, but at the same time, that's also going to be hitting on ROH as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the scary thing about it is, we definitely know who's been bitten now, 100%. Ouch.
Who was it?
Who got bit? Kenny Omega. He's got a visible bite mark bruised, which was visible during Capcom TV appearance.
Yeah, which, I'm not going to lie, his response to everything is just, it's a bit childish.
Now, yes. Now, I will say, biting is a bit of a serious thing to be doing. Because we have no idea.
Who had the first nibble?
I believe that was Ace Steel who did the biting.
Yeah, I think it was as well. I think that's why he won't be coming back. And obviously, we know as well that Punk's been injured.
He was injured before the whole situation happened.
Yeah, he was injured just during the match.
Yeah.
Whether that really added fuel to the fire, I don't know.
Well,
Could have just made him even more pissed off.
It might have made him more pissed off. He's just come back. He, regained his title, and he's now fucking injured again. And in his head, he's sitting there thinking to himself, "Fucking hell, I've got even less. I've held this title, less than the fucking 24/7 championship."
And not saying something.
And that is saying something. But although I will say we have noticed that it's not come on TV recently, so thank fuck that's gone now. Or at least I hope it has gone.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there anything else you'd like to cover?
Yeah, I think, as far as AEW is concerned, I don't think it's very damaging. You've got the leaders of the locker room. You've got Jericho. You've got John Moxley. You've got Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
And, now that we've got an open competition, you've got the new Trios champions in the Death Triangle. Pac, the first double champion of AEW.
First one to do it.
That is a hell of a feat. Doesn't matter what title it is, just to be a double champ is more than enough. And to be fair to Pac, he has, let's just put it this way, defended that title on more than one occasion so far.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He has.
Definitely. And we definitely know this because he's also been defending it in the UK.
Yeah, in Britain as well. So, he's been defending it on different shows.
Speaks volumes.
Yeah, like I say, it's different. It's nice. It's something nice. Something different. Will he hold on to the title for long? It's yet to be seen. We shall see. But stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Strange things have happened. But we just got to wait and see, haven't we?
Yeah.
But we know that everyone can have an opinion as well. But then again, opinions can be like arseholes.
Yeah, every fucker's got one.
Yep.
And some of them have actually got a fucking Amish beard, prick.
Subtle.
Very subtle.
Subtle
as a what?
Subtle as a brick to the face.
There you go. I just don't see the point in holding back anymore.
No, I can understand. But again, we've got plenty to talk about, haven't we? We can sit there and cover the whole. We've got the whole of WWE to discuss with Logan Paul. Oh boy.
No, that's something that you are desperate to cover, whereas I don't give a shit.
We've also got to discuss about a certain pay-per-view that happened in the UK that we didn't cover due to us being off the air. But at the same time, honest opinion, I feel sorry for all the people who bought them tickets. Yes, great pay-per-view, great to see it back in the UK, but to sit down, give the impression that a new champion's coming. Oh boy.
Yep. I know. Shocking, isn't it?
Yeah, what a way to kick somebody in the teeth.
Well, I don't think so. I think a lot of people got kicked in the balls. A lot of people paid good money for a front row ticket.
Yeah, they did.
They drew to walk out with the titles, which would have made sense. And it would have made more sense than eating your favourite food when you're hungry. It's that kind of sense. It makes sense. But for someone hardly no reason, everyone's plated off. Next thing you know, Roman's walked out with the title again.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen it already.
Oh no, we haven't seen that again. Oh no.
We haven't seen that before. It's not like it's fucking boring.
Exactly, and that's one of the slight issues that they always have. And they can,
Burns.
are you still there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's just you've gone very, very, very low.
Well, it has been a stressful month.
No, that's understandable.
Is that better?
Very understandable. It just sounds like your voice has gone really, really low, like as if you're away from the mic.
Well, I am away from Mike. I don't know who he is.
I meant you're away from the mic so I can actually hear you, so everyone can hear you.
Faja, can you hear me?
There we go. Welcome back. But anyway, the whole pay-per-view was, okay, it's great to have it back in the UK, but for them ticket prices, fuck.
Yeah, because we've seemed to have discovered that in the UK at the moment, that inflation is so fucking high that nobody's going to be able to afford Christmas this year by the look of things.
Yeah, and if we ever get a major event over here, fucking hell, you can tell them prices are going to fucking jack straight the fuck up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, you've only got to look at some of the local shows. Some of the local shows have had to jack their prices up. Not much, only by £1 or, something similar to that. But it's still a lot of money.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of money. No kidding.
Will we pay it though? That's the question. I think the answer's a resounding no.
Well, I hope not. Because that's a bit of a rip-off if that's the case. And anyone who sits there saying, no, it's not a rip-off. Yeah, it fucking is, and you know
it. It's shit, and you know it.
You're shit, and you know you are. You're shit.
You know it's a bad event, right, though, when you've got the whole of the UK crowd shouting that Roman is a wanker, and not because of anything else, it's because of the fact that they're sick of the bullshit. That's fans. They're sick of the bullshit.
That's about right.
Do they want to be seeing like the same thing over and over again? Not really. I don't particularly want to see it either.
No, we don't. Because people do get sick and tired of it. And you can't blame them, can you?
No, not really. Not considering that I stopped watching WWE because of that reason.
Yeah. No, it's about right. That's about right. And the thing is, seeing the same matchup, seeing the same shit again gets boring. But, you know it's not a great event when you sit there and say, what were the highlights of the event? Edge made a cool entrance. Dominic turned.
Nothing new.
Dominic turned. And what else? Oh, and Drew had a bit of an altered intro. That's it.
What?
Because he entered to the same music, he just had his old music to intro into his new music.
I don't think anybody gives a shit. I don't.
Right. So basically, people have just paid over £200 plus for front row seats to see Roman Reigns defend his title against a UK wrestler who could be taking the title, which would have been massive pop, to be robbed of it because of another oos.
Yeah, let me just put it this way. You dropped the ball, Triple H, and you know you did. And the fact that you're sitting there saying that it was a good fucking show, I think you're kidding yourself.
Yeah, and saying that Roman Reigns is the most dominant person ever, there's no one like him.
Oh, wow, where have we heard this before?
Do me a favour, Triple H. Remove your tongue out of his arse.
Well, yes, actually, good point.
Just remove your tongue out of his arse, mate. Because that's all it comes across. To me, just
Yeah, it's like,
please.
oh, please don't go into films yet.
Please, please.
Please don't go into films yet. It's pathetic. And the sad thing is that we've had to be degraded by the bullshit that surrounds this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All that makes me laugh is, we've gone from Brock Lesnar, part-time champ, to Roman, who was going to be a full-time champ, to become a part-time champ.
Yep. Funny old world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same old shit, different day. That's the way I see it.
So we've hardly got a main event champion on TV. And you know it's Byron. Fucking Logan Paul's pointing it out.
No, anything's bad if that twat's fucking pointing anything out.
Right. Although, I will say, at the press conference that they had, dude, you might be betraying a babyface. Stop being a dick. You can see Triple H's face in this to say,
yeah, it's like, do you even know what you're... Mate, honestly, I can see them, like, really riling people up the wrong way, I can, and literally being non-existent.
oh, we can see that too. You can see that too very much.
As much as he is like an MVP, you know, he's pretty decent at all sports.
He could be. It doesn't mean he gets to be a dick about it. Or is that just me?
No, that's just telling the truth.
True. But again, he's being a dick about it.
It is one of them, though, isn't it? He is being a dick about it, and everyone's just going to get really bored of it very quickly.
On top of that, at a press conference, I looked at it, I was like, he used a WWE press conference to advertise his brother's, fight.
Yeah.
I don't think I can see Triple H just sitting there going, Paul, stop advertising your brother. Focus on what we're meant to be fucking selling. Our event. Or is that just me?
No, that's true. It's just a fact.
Yeah. Paul, stop being a dick.
I'd have said prick, but yeah.
Stop being a dick. Nice to see that we're seeing people make changes. In regards to a certain Dream, if you know who I'm on about.
Oh, the Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, he has fired back at EC3. Sitting there saying he should have him done for, allegations as such. Throwing out them claims, which EC3 just responded back. There's no cloudness about it. He did what he did. I hope he gets the help that he needs. You get what I mean?
Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, like, just a fucking weirdo Velveteen Dream is.
No, it's bad when EC3 is sitting there saying, what else could I possibly even say or bother to address? It's done. He recorded people trying to urinate in the bathroom. That's the truth. You asked me a question regarding this man who I haven't thought about in many years, and that story came to mind. WWE employees thank me for telling the story out loud, so there's no thought of bringing him back to the company from those said employees.
Says it all, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, I'm 100% sharp that night, because no matter how much alcohol you have in life, you do not forget the fact that you walk into a restroom to see a camera recording looking directly at the toilet. So no, there was no cloudiness about that, and all the accusations of confusion about who he was, and we're not friends. It's childish banter. It's very unfortunate, and I'm very sorry he's going through such a hard time, especially with the law and obvious drug issues that he was arrested for. Which, by the way, he has been arrested for. So, whoops.
Well, there you go then. There you have it, folks. Velveteen Dream is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
An absolute idiot.
Yep. Yes. The one thing I will say, well, on WWE, yes, Logan Paul does seem to be more of a natural fit in wrestling than boxing. But
it's just a shame that he's made a career out of being an absolute fucking wank stain.
Of being an absolute massive fucking tool.
Fucking just a bit.
But I find it more funny the fact that the only time he gets is when he's in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but what I don't understand is why is Logan Paul getting a title shot all of a sudden? Don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
Money.
He's not even a draw, though.
Bear in mind, he's probably famous in Saudi Arabia. They've seen that he's popular. He's probably got some fans over there and saying, let's have a fight. Okay.
Ugh, do we have to?
We have so much to say about that event, about the whole crown jewel in Saudi Arabia, but we're not going to go there because I'm pretty sure we'll get thrown off the air.
Well, it's just a waste of time. It just feels like it's a waste of time and a waste of money.
Well, no, WWE are gaining the money from it. A lot of money.
I just meant for the people that fucking...
Yeah. I know what you're saying. It's just...
Well, the people that are going to watch it, why would they want to see Logan Paul just get absolutely obliterated by Roman Reigns?
Because of Logan Paul saying that he has a chance of fighting him with that one lucky punch.
You mean like the Superman punch? Superman punch!
No, Logan Paul's saying he could possibly beat Roman Reigns with one lucky punch. It almost sounds a bit reminiscent of when Cena was doing the all it takes is for me to beat you is 1, 2, 3. Just changed a little bit. You get where I'm going with that, don't you?
Yeah, not a fan, mate.
Fair enough. NXT has been rebranded again.
So what? Instead of rainbow colours, what is it this time?
Back to black, black and gold with a bit of white.
Back to black and gold. So the entrance music's going to be fucking AC/DC.
Oh wow! If that happens now, please sign checks to my colleague.
Well, it makes sense that if they did do that.
Makes sense.
Not a lot of fucking things make sense in my life. But that one just made sense.
What made me laugh is the week that they revealed the logo. It was near enough technically almost like the full last week of NXT 2.0. And NXT draws its highest viewership since October 2021.
What? Because they dropped the rainbow colours in the 2.0?
That they might have accidentally advertised the new logo in advance. And actually put on some actual decent matches. Wow.
Well, they got the potential to do it. It's just doing it, you know.
Yeah. It just... And on top of that, rumour has it that they're going to be changing the venue look again because they actually did a double taping of NXT.
Mm-hmm.
So they ended up missing it possibly because they were trying to move things around, possibly maybe bring back the old look.
Yeah, but they're also hoping to try and bloody blow AEW out the water, aren't they?
Are they?
It won't happen.
It won't happen. We just have to just look back at a certain promo from a certain, listen, acclaimed.
Yeah.
With his savagery. Done.
Can you imagine if Tony Khan hadn't have taken the microphone off Max Caster after the Punk thing? You could just imagine, can't you?
Oh, wow.
It'd be like, somebody's going to lose a job in the morning. Who gave you the fucking microphone?
Just wow. Yeah. That's another thing to supposedly say. Oh dear. We have an old story to bring up again.
Mm-hmm.
Involving a gentleman by the name of David Nicholson. Also known as Hannibal.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remember the masked wrestler who assaulted the referee with stabbings?
Yes.
Yeah. He's addressed his most recent arrest and assault charges levelled against him.
Oh my god, no way.
So he's got being arrested in assault charges again. With the previously arrested in late August on assault charges and is currently set to stand trial on October 12th, facing a bail hearing on September 9th. He was released on the custody of his parents and must at least remain in daily contact with them and abide by a nightly curfew. I believe this was the guy who said that the referee asked for it and knew how far it should go.
Yeah, well, that... Oh,
he decided to speak about it on his YouTube channel, where he says that he is leaving this matter in the hands of the court. Unfortunately, situations come up that there are a lot of people that are trying to make me guilty until proven innocent. He said, unfortunately, situation happened.
We all know that is.
Unfortunately, a bad situation happened with a girl that I was dating. One thing that nobody is reporting on is the girl actually also has 5 charges against her for assaulting me with a weapon, uttering threats to me, destroying my property and causing me bodily harm. There's also 2 sides of the story. She's already had 1 court appearance, he continued. She has another one in October. I'm going to leave it up to the courts. It's not a matter of public opinion, it's a matter of courts to decide. It's an unfortunate situation. I've never been in a situation like this before where I've had to deal with a partner attacking me. It's just unfortunate. I can't say anything more than that. I wish her the best, but now it's a matter of the courts. Yeah, this coming from a guy who assaulted a referee to the point where that referee couldn't no longer be a fucking referee. Yeah.
Yeah, but we all know the double standard.
Let's all have sympathy for a psychotic maniac who stabbed a referee repeatedly.
Yeah, we needn't. We shouldn't forget this kind of stuff. Actually,
no, we shouldn't.
It's only like when people say how good fucking New Jack was, and it's like, well, hang on a minute, he nearly killed somebody twice.
Which time? Which time? Actually, is it twice or is it 3? No, correction, 3 times actually.
Top of the
scaffold.
Top of the scaffolding, mass transit.
And the guy he stabbed at ringside who didn't know how to blade and unfortunately decided to stab him more.
Yeah.
Then you got the crazy old Joe incident where he almost threw him through an entire row of chairs. Thank God that they were all bolted together, otherwise he would have killed an old guy who was wrestling. And what makes me laugh is, and I remember seeing him on the Dark Side of the Ring, I'm a nice guy, really. Really?
No, you're an arsehole.
I do what I want when I say I want. Fuck off. I won't touch you. And you can sit there and have a problem with me all you want. I'll tell you to your face, I won't book you because you're a fucking liability and dangerous.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that everybody realises that New Jack's dead.
No, of course he's passed away now, but that was at the time. That was at the time, so I'm not saying that as in now. But we've got people who are trying to follow in his footsteps, like Nick Gage.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You know, fair enough. You know, he passed away, and he might have corrected his mistakes of what he's done. And might have done some good, you know, behind the scenes. If he has done good, great, fantastic, happy for him. Because I will say, some of his story that he does have, he was, you know, he was interesting. He was quite a, you know, very, you know, iconic in the sense of what he was bringing to the table at the time. Yeah, but and you got people like Nick Gage who are trying to follow in the suit, sit there saying, "Oh, you know, if someone falls on a piece of glass and cuts the throat, that's their fault."
Oh no, that's just the that sounds like something that somebody we know would said.
What? Once you get in the ring, it's out of their hands, and anything that happens to you is your own fault.
Yep.
No.
You know, because somebody landed on your face apparently is your fault.
What? Oh, why you got your arms covered and pinned down so you can't kick out?
Yeah, and
Or
you can't protect yourself.
Yeah. Sure.
Makes sense.
Sure thing. Sure thing. Sure thing. But yeah, there's plenty we can discuss. But anyway, shall we move on?
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to discuss?
What do you mean? I've already bloody discussed stuff. You bloody think of something.
What do you mean? I'm just asking you because you normally moan when I bring something up.
No, it's normally when you fucking start banging on about WWE for 2 hours. Does me fucking head in.
Well, I haven't done that today, have I?
Not yet this time, yet.
There's time.
But anyway, so the funny thing is, right, I saw something on Twitter. I pissed myself laughing.
Oh no.
So what a moron decides to work for a company like Ring of Honor and then deny that they work for him.
What?
Enter the room, Braun Strowman.
Well done. There we go. You've now brought me. You give me an extra topic to discuss after it, man. And it's funny as fuck as well.
So Braun Strowman decided it was a great idea to, you know, he debuted for Ring of Honor, and we thought, oh, yeah, that's cool. You know, it's Braun Strowman at the end of the day.
You know,
but then,
yeah,
he decided after so many months, and obviously that one booking that he had in the UK got absolutely fucking KO'd because, you know, stupid people and
in management.
Yep. So he then gets put back in the WWE. How, I do not know. Why, I do not know. Because he was let go because he's a one-trick pony.
Well, he was supposedly let go because Vince preferred Omos.
Yeah, and look where he is. High developmental.
He's not even there, is he?
I honestly, I don't know. I don't think he do. I don't follow WWE.
Go on, continue.
So, Braun Strowman's back. decides on his return to fall over like a moron.
Bastard.
Like an absolute fucking tit.
You nicked my story.
It's just... Why?
Oh, and have you also noticed how he's changed his finisher now?
Why? Has he changed it from the choo-choo train?
No. He used to do the thingy, power slam, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's now doing a power bomb.
Ah, well, Charles Kelsey can say, like, you know, it's my move, that is. Or is it the fact that now they are like, oh, while doing a powerbomb symphony is getting over. I wonder how long until that happens.
Oh wow! You're just cutting on to what I was about to say there.
I knew it wouldn't be long. We can't come up with our own ideas.
Yeah. So we've not. One thing I will say is there is one funny thing about Braun Strowman being back. What happened on SmackDown this week? Wow.
Well, I don't know what happened because I don't care.
It was just his entrance. It's just when he arrived.
Oh, you mean like what I've already mentioned?
No. That was on Raw. What happened on SmackDown? You've got the Maximum Male Models coming out with the back-to-school look, posing together, and then hearing Braun Strowman's music hit, them having a face just to say, "Oh no!" Fucking Braun Strowman just runs past him like a bulldozer. I was like, fucking hell. I thought we were meant to be taking these Maximum Male Models fucking serious. Then again, nope.
I was just about to say, clearly not. They're never going to take anybody serious. I think they've still got some sort of like creative problem like they had when Vince was there.
Oh, no, genuinely. What many ways is fucking hell. The way Strowman handles him, I'm like, fucking hell, he's up, Strowman.
Well, he's just excitable, isn't he? Because he's been fucking unemployed for God knows how many months.
Well, he's been employed by himself.
Oh, yeah, working for independent companies and then declaring that he didn't work for anybody else when he did. Idiot. I just find that dead disrespectful as well.
Yeah, I can see why. No, I agree with you on that one. It is disrespectful, that is.
I remember when people were saying like, "Oh, bring Braun Strowman to AEW." Why? We don't need him.
I'd agree with that one, but right, are we done with the Strowman thing?
Yeah.
I've got a bit of news to talk about now, and I don't know how to even approach it yet. Because it's to do with a certain topic that we don't talk about.
Okay.
And it's not it's not one of the real ones.
Is it the one that begins with a P?
No. It's to do with a certain wrestling dynasty. A certain wrestling family.
Okay.
Because we butchered it.
Will you just fucking say it?
The Von Erichs.
Oh, God, yes. We don't fucking mention the Von Erichs.
Well, we've got to now.
No, we don't.
Because they're actually having a movie made.
Oh, yeah. We might actually get the facts right this time.
Yeah. There's actually been a movie made that follows the story of the Von Erichs dynasty, the wrestlers in, basically from the 1960s to present day.
Well, it is a legacy to behold. Tragic, something that we don't cover because we butchered it. Well, I butchered it more so than you did.
No, I think it was butchered enough.
Yeah.
However,
because
we have...
I just couldn't fucking remember the names. It's not my fault.
Well, we actually have three people who have officially been cast so far in it. And I'm going to be honest, not fucking bad picks either for them. Because they've got Jeremy Allen White as Code Von Erich.
Yeah.
A Harry Dickinson as David Von Erich. And Zac Efron as Kevin Von Erich.
Wasn't it? Is this the same Zac Efron that was fucking moaning not long ago because he was saying like, "Oh, I didn't like it getting all bulky and that for Baywatch." Is that the same fucking Zac Efron? Because obviously, I'm not being funny, mate, but you've just been given the fucking role of a lifetime there, and literally, you were fucking moaning about your training regime beforehand. But what's it going to be like when you've got to fucking train to have the body of a fucking wrestler?
Well, yeah.
I just, honestly, I fucking, ugh.
No, but it's going to be interesting to see, that is. That I'm going to actually, hopefully, when we're able to see the film, which will be called The Iron Claw, that'd be one that we can talk about.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's try not fucking butcher that one, eh?
We won't butcher it because we'll actually have the facts up in front of us.
It's not my fault. It was just, ugh.
I said we will have the facts up. We'll probably be able to use the damn fucking movie as point of reference, even though we know that some movies do actually glamorize some of it. We'll be talking about the film, not the actual history.
Yeah.
So we'll have a bit of a cover.
Well, we'll fucking need it.
But still, that's interesting, though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, yeah, it's just thinking it. I'm just Zac Efron, for fuck's sake.
I take you don't like him.
No, I think he's a good actor. He's got the capability to pull the role off. But the trouble is that this is the same Zac Efron that was fucking moaning about his training regime not long ago for Baywatch. What's he going to be like when he has to fucking learn wrestling moves and shit?
Well, we'll find out eventually. On top of that, who knows? He could be soaring, flying, like a certain film he was involved with.
I'm not even going to fucking entertain what you're trying to get at.
Why, have you seen it?
Fuck off.
Maybe you just need to work it out.
Maybe you need to shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry, I had to. But anyway, we know that Malachi Black is now left AEW, but
hiatus.
No, he has officially been out of his contract, but he has been at another promotion. He was, but he did state he needs to leave and recalibrate himself. And this is not goodbye. We'll see each other soon. So he might be taking it off for his own personal reasons.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
Yeah. So people can now shut the fuck up and stop sitting there saying AEW is a hostile environment. Fuck off.
It's not a hostile environment.
It's not. And that's it. That's all it is. Anything else? Is there anything you want to cover anymore? Because I feel like as though we're running out of topics very quickly already.
Not really, no. I mean, if anything, there's not really a lot that we can cover because pretty much people would have had the chance to review everything for themselves anyway.
Exactly. We've got a lot of stuff. The only thing I will state, and this is going back onto one of the topics that we covered earlier, over the whole CM Punk situation, and you'll agree with me on this one. I think a certain individual who was put in the tournament should not have been in the tournament.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that one because I said so myself, didn't I, that he shouldn't have been in it.
When he might have been the one that might have instigated it from the entire very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And don't you just find it funny?
Not really, no.
True. It's just done in poor taste. But that's just my opinion.
Poor taste, stupidity.
All the above.
All the above. All the above. So yeah, just...
Yeah. It was done in poor taste, and certain individuals that feel like someone's been given special treatment.
Yeah.
And it is going to feel like that.
Well, let's just put it this way. CM Punk said that you went into business for himself on him.
Yeah. Which happened.
Yeah, it's true. It did happen.
We saw it. Now, he got given an opportunity to be in the championship. Okay, he lost. But the fact that he was in that position says...
And not to mention that he's a fucking shit champion as well.
Lowest... What was it? Lowest we watched?
I mean, we all still watched it anyway because it's AEW, isn't it? So
it is, but there is a degree of what can be watched and what is watchable. Or don't you agree with that?
I don't. No, I don't disagree with you.
There's only so much that can be done when watching stuff like that. It's just what the hell. And it is just what the hell. But anyway, we digress. We're talking on. We're rambling on, aren't we now? We are rambling on. We have all different shapes of characters and everything. It's not like we're going to get some face paint and start putting it on our face looking like a kitty cat and going out on a show. What?
Well, yeah. Is what I say.
Because we're not that desperate for bookings. What? Anyway,
we're not desperate for bookings.
We're not. But the thing, we ourselves have even come across some recent bookings, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely. But that's what happens when you work hard.
Yeah, we work hard and do our absolute best always. And on top of that, just by being in attendance of a show and following a golden rule.
Yeah, the golden rule.
The golden rule, always have your gear. On top of that, we do know that a certain individual on the UK scene who does run 2 wrestling promotions at the moment. Yes, he has got a bit of a hold back on certain events and everything, but that is in regards to APW and SWA. There is current, tough times, and we ourselves are, are in full support of him. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
And if
we should be though. We should be.
Yeah, we should. We should be able to be there to support each other. And I'm gonna have to I just realised there is one topic I do want to cover on the British scene. I definitely want to cover myself. Whether my colleague wants to join in on this one as much, this part may actually contain plenty of profanity right now.
Okay.
Daniel Adler, go fuck yourself, you prick.
Okay, what have I missed?
Mr. IPW UK, wanting to come back to run a promotion. I thought you sold it on because you got fucking outed.
Oh, yeah.
For what, grooming? I know exactly what you're going to sit there and say. Well, you know, I've got my side, I've got this side. No, you've been fucking outed. And the fact that you are now using other social media pages, daily wrestle or daily wrestling, which we know that's your chat, throwing out abuse to people who do make match graphics, who have just literally pointed out certain opinions and everything, throwing hell and abuse at them. What was it? Give me your postcode so I can come around and smash your teeth then.
Yeah.
Fucking grow up.
It was a
fucking grow up.
There's a bit of a grow up moment though, isn't it? Because I don't know why he thought he could just
I believe
come
he was
back
also
after being fucking outed.
Oh no, outed on a massive scale. And what he's being accused of is not something to take fucking light of. And then all of a sudden he's sold the promotion, but now he's coming back with the same promotion. What, he's brought it back?
No, he didn't buy it back. He never sold it.
He never sold it, and we know that much. He basically just made out a bullshit excuse to sit there and say, "Oh, I've sold it. I no longer in possession of it, so it's not me." And
But
yes,
it is.
we have noticed that you have been blocking individuals as such on your social media and Twitter. So if you want to block us, I'll be so fucking privileged.
No, yeah, mate, we'd be so distraught that you'd want to block us.
So distraught that you're trying to voice everybody's opinion on what of a cunt you are, and the fact that you don't want people sitting there saying, I don't want them to actually showcase what the fuck a monster I am. Well, guess what? You're being pointed out and being thrown out already on social media. Just by blocking them doesn't mean that the information's not getting out there. You know, they can still put your handle in, they can still say your name and everything, and still point out how much of a fucking monster you are, just that you can't see it anymore. Dumb shit!
Well, I know that you were pissed off about that anyway, so...
No, it is a topic I'm a bit antsy about, because it's someone who's a fucking monster, and I will say, he should be nowhere near the fucking wrestling business at all. I just hope the individuals who have considered wrestling for him just take a look at who's going to be you might be wrestling for.
Yeah, that's because you don't let him drag you down.
Yeah, I'm not sitting there saying you're being accused of anything as such. Look it up. Look it up, because believe me when I say this. For, he got accused and he quickly left. Yeah. Innocent people leave so quickly.
He made a swifter movement or a swifter exit than Taylor Swift.
Yeah, he fucking did. And it's not one he can just fucking brush off. Either. But genuinely, what makes it so bad is just now saying, give me your postcode so I can come round and smash your teeth then. Who the fuck's going to give their postcode out to some random weirdo who's been a knob jockey online?
I don't know, depends if they want to buy his fucking merch.
True. There is that. But here's the other thing. And if you're somebody who has had messages like this from this individual, I'm just going to say, don't give your postcode. Give him a location of where it's neutral. Because if you're giving your home postcode, what's stopping him from fucking doing some stupid shit with your address and sending stupid shit to your address? And being dangerous.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? You're telling me it's a fucking neutral location. I just find it so funny, and also the people he's challenging is either sitting there got no fucking idea of who they are, or he knows he's bigger than them, so he can take them on. You fucking coward. You blatant fucking coward.
Are you done now?
I am just about done. One of the people he's also sent messages to, sitting there saying, trying to respond to, you actually know them yourself as well because you fought them in a certain APW Rumble.
Oh yeah.
A certain unicorn individual.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I saw that, I'll be honest with you, I had to laugh my ass off. Because all you saw on Twitter is, he wants your postcode. Shall I tell him so I can pretty much pummel him? Which is fucking hilarious.
Shouldn't have done it, you just don't give him the time of day.
Exactly. You can voice your opinions on whether he should be around or not, but if he wants to sit there creating new profiles on Twitter, just report his ass to Twitter, get him kicked off the fucking social media, and get him fucking gone out the business. Done. Oh, and I will be so devastated if you block me, Matt Burns, and The Burning Truth from seeing your fucking post because you're a cunt.
See you next Tuesday.
Sorry, I had to get that out of my system.
Yeah, well, it's done now.
I know earlier when I was listening, I feel like a bit of a hypocrite now. Because there's me telling you off, wanting to voice certain things off your chest, and I just got some of mine off my chest over an individual cunt.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You are a fucking hypocrite.
I'm very, very sorry. So, when the time comes, I think you should voice your opinion on the entire situation on the air.
Yeah, I will.
Sound fair?
No, don't worry, I will.
No, sound fair?
Oh, yeah, that sounds more than fair.
Yeah, okay.
Whether people actually like what I've got to say, I couldn't give a shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough, because here's the funny thing, folks. What my colleague is will eventually reveal. I know he's got evidence of it. So that's why I know I'm comfortable with what he says.
Although, my opinion is...
Oh, I know. I know.
But at the end of the day, it's not like I'll go fucking overboard. Nah, fuck it, I'll go overboard.
Well, it does involve cunt.
A big one.
Yeah, it does.
It really, really does. And it breaks my heart to know what it could do to him.
Oh, devastating, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So devastating that it makes you want to fucking cry.
You've gone very quiet.
Oh, it makes you want to fucking cry. Loud enough?
Yeah, that's better.
Not a problem. It's so devastating it makes you want to fucking cry, curl up in the ball and say, "Don't hit me!"
Anyway, I know for a fact, have you got anything else that needs covering in wrestling?
Honestly, right now, I think we've done enough wrestling for this week.
So, we came up with a plan to, freshen things up a bit. Just for a bit of lighter mood at the end of the show.
It's a good way. It's a good way of getting things more appreciated.
Yeah. Yeah. So the idea of it is that we want to hear funny stories, whether it's in wrestling or whether it's when you've been to an event at wrestling, something that's, something funny, something hilarious. I know Matt Burns has got quite a few stories, so we've got a couple.
You heard that then, didn't you? You heard me then, didn't you?
Yeah. Just a few, matey.
Just a few. My Little Pony.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's funny stories. Whether you're a wrestler or a fan, it doesn't really matter. Just tell us.
Your opinions. Let's hear it.
Yeah, well, because obviously we've been listening to different podcasts and stuff like that, and I came across a podcast and I just thought, it'd be really cool to have an idea. Or have you got funny nicknames for people, from people that are from people that you're in wrestling or something like something just different. We want to hear funny things.
Yeah.
So it's like, we went to the APW show. Matt Burns was late from tripping his neighbour up.
Oh, fuck. Fuck off.
And
I did not trip up my neighbour.
Yeah, you did.
I'm not that much of a villain.
I beg to differ. So did she, actually.
Really?
Just picking on the elderly again.
What the hell? I'm not liking these false accusations.
Well, get used to them, because apparently in wrestling you have to get used to them.
You prick, but that was fucking funny.
It was fun.
That was funny. Please continue.
So, it's like Matt Burns was driving, and I was saying, because he had a road trip with another wrestler called Big Rich to pick up a certain individual item that we are very fond of.
Yes.
And Matt Burns decided to have a diabetic crash.
Which, it is true. It did happen.
It is true. He keeps denying it, but...
No, the diabetic crash did actually happen. I was fucked.
So, we thought it would be I thought it would be a great idea to play on this, because we like to throw shit at each other all the time.
Actual banter, not false banter.
So when we were driving down there, all I could think of was like, stop making up excuses, Burns. Stop making up excuses. Stop it. Just stop making up excuses. You tripped up your neighbour. You were late as well. You were late. So you made us late. Again. And then, obviously, I had to get to McDonald's because I hadn't eaten properly all week. And I was very, very hungry. And then we got stuck in a McDonald's for 20, 25 minutes. Sitting outside. And when I had enough, eventually, as I went into the restaurant, the food came out to the car with a free Coke. And then, as I was in there and having a go at the staff behind the counter, it was like, come on, you're taking the piss. They said, oh, would you like a free McFlurry with that, just to say sorry for waiting so long? And I was like, yeah, go on then. So I got a free McFlurry and a free drink. So I was like, okay, that's just lightened the mood a little bit. But by this time, we were about an hour late. So everyone's a little bit frustrated in the car and blah, blah, blah. So I thought, let's ease the tension a bit. Let's take the piss out of fucking Matt Burns again. So we were taking the mick out of Matt Burns again. And I just said, you know what it reminds me of? Even looks like it as well. The diabetes cat. The diabetes cat. Have you actually seen it? If you haven't seen it, just type in diabetes cat on YouTube and it'll come up with a video of a puffy-faced cat. And all you can hear is the music in the background, and then all you hear is it go, diabetes.
Diabetes.
And if you know the cat, then obviously you'll find it funny. But if you don't,
the individual
watch
who
it.
Said it, you'll still find
Yeah,
it
well,
funny.
you know the individual that said it, it's funny. So you got diabetes. So now every excuse that Matt Burns has, I can't make it today because I got diabetes. I'm at
the dentist because I've got diabetes.
I can't see you because I got diabetes.
I'm late because of diabetes.
He's also late because he's got diet penis.
My diabetes has got diabetes.
So anyway, that was the whole thing, and it was absolutely hilarious. It's another road trip story for me to add to the collection. There was another road trip story travelling down to Colwyn Bay in Wales. We were just absolutely shit talking all the way there. Absolutely hilarious.
As you do.
Especially considering that I was the rose in between two thorns. You know, you got 5 big dudes in a car. There's only one that's under 6 foot, and he was driving.
Fucking subtle.
What?
Fucking subtle that was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know exactly who you just referenced there, you bastard.
Bastard.
Fucking funny.
You bastard.
Yes, I'm the short arse of the group in that car journey.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't hurt my feelings.
I'm the only one who's below fucking 6 foot. It's just how you fucking time that. No, I'll give you that one. That was fucking funny. That was really fucking funny.
Anyway, we want to hear your funny stories.
Yeah,
so get them sent to us.
Yeah, and don't be afraid that, you know, if you sit there and think, oh, it's not very funny, let us fucking know. Let's hear it. We want to know.
We want to know.
There might be a catchy tune in there somewhere.
I want to know, my darling. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, fucking bastard. That's going to be stuck in my head now.
I want to know.
I want to know.
It could be
anyway.
Worse. It could be worse. It could be a certain song from a certain Beetlejuice film.
Yeah, true.
Day-o. He's a day, he's a day, he's a day-o. What?
I'm not saying anything.
Carry on.
So yeah, anyway. Obviously, we need to brighten the mood a little bit. So that's what we want to start doing from now on in the future. So we want to hear your funny stories, funny wrestling stories, funny stories in general.
Funny nicknames.
Funny nicknames.
Good wordplay.
Yeah, just a bit of fun.
You know, in case an example, I'll never forget when I've always been told the story that someone went to a show and he couldn't think of a wrestling name for themselves. So a certain individual would usually turn around and just go, "Why don't you be McCracken? First name Phil."
Even though that's lame, it's funny.
It's cheap. It's a cheap pop. And the gentleman in question didn't click into what he was actually being named. He was, yeah, I'll go with it. When did he realise it was a big mistake?
Oh, as soon as he'd actually got into the ring.
And he heard the ring announcer go, "Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Phil McCracken!"
Yeah, oh God. It's just, yeah. So anyway, want to hear from you, funny stories, messages on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Just give us a message, give us some funny names, funny shit to talk about, and we'll get the content out there. I mean, it's like one story that will always stick in my mind when I was younger is that I had a friend and his name was Paul.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, yeah, Paul, cool. Do you want to come out and play, Paul? Yeah, okay. Then I found out what his second name is. And the way that I found this out was we were in school, and bear in mind, I was probably about 7 or 8. So I knew certain swear words anyway because you hear adults swear all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul was running through the corridor and we were all sitting on the mat.
Yeah.
And Paul was running through the corridor.
Yeah.
And the teacher just stood up, stamped her foot and went, "Paul Mycock, stop running." Yes, ladies and gentlemen, his name was Paul Mycock. Don't believe me? Go on Facebook and look him up. That is Paul, and then My, as in M-Y, and then C-O-C-K. It is exactly how it is spelt. Paul Mycock.
I know somebody who's got a Alcock as their surname.
Doesn't quite rhyme.
It doesn't quite rhyme, but I just remember saying to him, "You should be in a porno."
Why? Because they're all cock and no balls. Hey!
Hey! He got the joke.
But yeah, so come on, give us your best shot. It'd be great to hear from yourselves, and yeah. But from there on, mate, I'm pretty much done for. It's just that was for future episodes, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a good way of getting a bit of interaction with fans as well.
If not, if we don't hear anything back, we'll just go into the deep depths of the internet and we'll pull up a couple of stories that we think are fucking hilarious.
Well, we've got plenty of people to draw from. A Booker T.
Yeah. A Booker T.
You saw what I did there, didn't you?
I saw what you did, and it was fucking hilarious. But anyway, with that being said, I'm pretty much done. But I also want to end on a bit of a somber note. Because obviously, over a week ago, the Queen Elizabeth had passed away.
Yep.
And at 8 o'clock tonight, and it is 19:38 at the moment, so at 8 o'clock London time, obviously, British Standard Time, at 8 p.m. there is going to be a 2-minute silence. It doesn't matter what country you're in. If you would just
would you care to join us?
Care to join us. We won't be live because obviously we're done pretty much. But yeah, it would be nice to know that you've joined in. It's a celebration of life. It's not to mourn a death. It should be a celebration of life.
Yeah.
No matter what your feelings on the monarchy. I mean, I support the monarchy, but I have my opinions.
Everyone has their opinions.
On certain aspects of it, and I'm sure a lot of people do. Whether you hate the monarchy, at the end of the day, somebody's passed away.
However, I will point this out. I believe a certain school in America is in serious deep waters for some of the claims and accusations that they're throwing towards the monarchy. Get a grip. Why have you? They're even being told why are you supposed to putting this information out now?
Well, they're rejoicing in somebody's death, aren't they? And it's not okay. There was somebody in the UK that owns a chip shop. For those in America or across the world that don't know what that is, us Brits, we love good old fish and chips.
And chips, and when he says chips, he doesn't mean a fucking bag of crisps either.
No, I don't mean a bag of fucking Doritos. I mean chips. Chips, laddie.
Or, as what they would say, fries.
Yeah, fries. So anyway, a woman that owns a chip shop decided to put out a disgusting post, and now she's literally been run out of town.
Yeah.
It's one thing to voice your opinion, but to do it in such a fashion is very distasteful and very disrespectful, not just to people who care, but to the monarchy itself. So, my opinion is, the only thing that I can say is what my opinion is if somebody's mother passes away, does the whole country mourn that individual? No. Who mourns that individual? Family and friends.
Yes, they do.
So what we can do to support them is by
Be there.
supporting the family and actually celebrating her life, which I'm not going to lie, she had a very good innings.
That she did.
She certainly did.
And she also had some plenty of laughs as well.
I mean, there's a lot of controversy that surrounds the monarchy. At the end of the day, it's nonchalant for me. If some of the stuff, obviously stuff that is true should be handled and dealt with, people should be stripped of titles, etc., etc. The monarchy needs to be.
About.
Yeah. But
definitely.
to shout at a said individual during
a time of mourning.
It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not towards the individual that's had accusations. It's towards the actual rest of the family.
Yeah.
Everybody complaining that Prince Harry's going to be there. He renounced his renounced his title. He's no longer a prince, so I'm just going to call him Harry from now on.
Yeah,
but it was his grandmother at the end of the day, so he has every right to be there.
Yeah, it's still part of it. It's still part of the family, regardless.
So yeah.
And
anyway,
each to their own, as such, and we already know that because they're not proper active roles, that they're not being invited to certain groups as well. So there is that case, but that's their business. But here's the thing: a family has just lost. A family has lost a family member. Calm the fuck down, guys. Stop being dicks and be nice.
Yeah, be kind.
Be kind, as our always healthy messages, always at the end of every show. Mental health is always important, and asking for help is never a weakness.
Yeah, exactly. It's okay to be not okay.
Yeah,
I can vouch for that over the last month or so.
I can vouch for it when I've been down myself, and I've had friends help me out, and they have genuinely helped me out. Don't cover yourself in darkness and blind yourself. From the fact that you are cared for, you are loved, and there's always help there.
Yeah, and it's always nice if you need to reach out to somebody. Normally, I find it helps talking to a complete stranger. I know a lot of people don't, but at the end of the day, if you feel like you could talk to a stranger or something like that, that'd be great. It's just everybody deals with it in a different way.
As long as you're talking to somebody and getting some
exactly.
help.
Anyway,
doesn't make a difference.
I think we should cut it there. But just remember to, if you will, join us in the 2-minute silence at British Standard Time, 8 p.m.
Please do so. Never compare your behind the scenes to other people's greatest hits. Make yourself a priority once in a while. It's not selfish, it's necessary. Please be excellent to each other, and of course we always say please, and you might notice that we are speeding this up a little bit. Please follow the number one rule, which is, of course,
don't be a fucking stupid beardy faced dick.
Well, actually, just don't be a fucking dick in general, because you can still be a dick without the fucking beard. You can.
Yeah.
You can.
Come on.
But anyway, with that being said, thank you very much for listening to us ramble on some random shit.
Yeah, episode 323, I do believe.
No, a bit more than that.
I thought you said it was 323.
You were close. It's 434. 434.
434? That's not what you said to me earlier, you lying cunt.
What? I'm not
you
lying.
Fucking dick face.
Oh no, my mistake. 323. You were right.
Yeah, fuck you. See? Twat.
I have to check him up, check him, see if he's done his maths again.
No, you didn't. You forgot, you fucking pleb.
No, hang on. I'm the one who's been doing all these fucking episodes, so fuck off.
No. Let me just explain something to you. This show would not be the same without me.
Whoa. I never said it would. Dude. It wouldn't be
Please,
simple.
everybody go back in time and listen to Matt Burns on his
Oh.
very first episode of The Burning Truth.
You mean when I was with somebody else?
Yeah. You want to know what complete boredom is? Go listen
No,
to that.
that wasn't complete boredom.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't boredom.
Do you want me to tell you why?
Why?
Do you want me to tell you why? Because I haven't got me honest.
You're pretty. No, if you want the boredom years, just go to the ones where it was just me. Oh boy.
Oh, yeah. Trying to talk. Oh, God, yeah. Just don't know.
No,
Anyway.
no. I
So-
don't go back to them days.
With that being said, it has been very emotional.
It has. Thank you very much. It has been emotional. We hope to see you next week on The Burning Truth. Well, listening into The Burning Truth.
Yeah, listening in. Because we can't physically see you. Although I think that would be a good idea one time. But anyway, that's a future problem. Anyway.
That's a
That's
future project.
That's a future problem. So anyway, with that being said, I have been Monsieur Irvine.
I've been Matt Baines, and we don't talk about the Von Erichs.
No, we don't talk about the Von Erichs because I know Almo will be extremely pissed.
Until then, catch you later.
You fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. Say it again. Say it again.
Say what again?
Fucking asshole. Anyway, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Matt Burns has got diabetes.